Hey everyone, this is Coach Madeline for Youth Football Online. Today we're going to be discussing the Counter Trey scheme. Counter Trey is a play out of the I formation which gives you a false influence by the fullback. Most defenses out there and people I've been around have always said follow the fullback whenever you see an I formation team. He'll take you to the play. Okay? However, if you run Counter Trey and you run it successfully, you're going to get a false influence by the linebackers. They're going to go one way while the play is going a different way. Thus, it's a counter play. Okay? Going over the rules for the offensive line. The play side tight end, play side tackle, play side guard. All three people on the play side, if we're going to the right now, are going to have GDB. Okay, in prior videos going over GDB, the rule is gap, down, backer. When you have a gap, okay, everybody's going to be inside. They're going to block down if nobody's there. If not, they're free for a linebacker. So we'll start with the tight end. Play side tight end, we're running Counter Trey to the right. Gap down backer. He's going to step inside. We are not going to touch the end man on line of scrimmage, which is considered imalos. Okay? We're going to step down. Okay, he's free. He's going to get up to the second level. If the Sam engages, block him. He can go after the Sam if he engages. However, we want him ideally to get on the Mike linebacker. He's going to be the one picking up him. The tackle is going to have gap down backer. Right now, he's responsible for a B gap. There's a defensive tackle in the B gap, so he's going to step down and block the defensive tackle. Play side guard, gap down backer. Same thing. He has a free gap now. He has the A gap. However, if there's no blitz threat, we'll tell him to help with the offensive tackle. So they'll step together, they'll combo block, and then the guard will still shield this gap. If the Mike runs through on the combo block, he'll pick him up. If not, they'll get a good double team, try to get him vertical or try to get him on an angle this way, all right, and look for the will on the backside to hopefully pick him up. Center's rule is PPGH. That means protect the pulling guard hole. We are pulling the backside guard and the backside tackle on this play. We're pulling two people. So the center has to take a good step and block the defensive tackle wherever he might be. If he's in a one technique, outside shade. If he's in a 2-eye, inside shade the guard. Okay? Or if he's outside shade the guard, the 3 technique. Whatever he does, he has to get a good block, get him outside the play. I always teach him, get your helmet on his inside number and get him out of there. So if he ends up running upfield, we're fine. He takes himself out of the play. The backside guard. His rule is to trap, play side, imalos, end man on line of scrimmage. Play side, imalos, this front is the defensive end. He's going to pull, step back, get on a 45-degree angle, and trap. It's a longer trap play. You have to understand that Counter Trey is a slower developing run play. It's not a fast hitting play like power, ISO, anything like that. So in this play, it's going to take him, obviously, a little bit longer to get there, but you can always tell your guard if he's not the best or fastest guy in the world to cheat the split down, okay, with the center if he has to. He's going to trap the end man on line of scrimmage. If he pulls flat, which we do not want him to do, and he goes straight down like this, that defensive end is going to be taught. If he sees an inside release from the tight end, he has to wrong arm the trapper. So if he pulls flat, he'll wrong arm it and he'll possibly bust the play up, which you don't want. So that's why on any trap plays, it's a short trap or a long trap, we want him getting up on an angle. Right here. Backside tackle, pull and lead up for play side linebacker. He's also going. He's going to pull, he's going to be a little bit deeper from the guard, and he has to read the guard's block. So he'll turn his shoulders, he'll read it, and we're going to lead up right here for the Sam. If the Sam gets blocked by the tight end, and the Mike gets blocked on this combo, if he runs through, he might end up pulling for a safety, which would be great. Okay, it'll be a great play for us. Now, backfield action. The fullback is going to be the false influence here. He's going to take care of the backside B to C gap threat. So he's going to go like he's almost running power, like he's going to kick the guy out. The tailback, I've seen this done a couple different ways. Whichever way you want to do it. I've seen hop steps this way, or I've seen a slide step, crossover, slide step again. Remember, it's not a fast play. It's a slower developing run play. It's a counter. He'll take a slide step, crossover, or he'll hop, whichever way you want to do it. Just make sure you set the timing up. It takes a little while. He's going to come around, reverse out. He's going to come underneath, get the ball after he slide steps crossover. It's right up. Off tackle, similar to power. This guy, if he sells it good enough, like he's going to the opposite side, all these linebackers should be flowing this way. If you get that defensive coordinator that says, read the fullback, which is what we want. Backside tight end, if we ran it away, if we ran it to the left, you'll gap hinge. You can run this play to or away from the tight end. It's preferred to the tight end because you have an easier kick out. He's a little bit wider. But if you have a defensive end that plays a little bit wide on you, you can also run it weak. Now, I'm going to get a lot of coaches out there that always say, well, my tackle can't pull. I don't have a fast enough tackle. My tackle's too slow. The key about this play is, if you are in an offense that pulls your linemen, you pull the guards a lot, you have to work on pulling the tackles a little bit. I'm a firm believer that tackles, even though they might be some of the bigger guys and might be a little bit slower than your guards if you're pulling them, they still have to have great feet. You know, they still have to be able to move. So if you're the type of person that always says, oh, the tackle, my tackle can't move, my tackle can't move, well, then he's not going to be able to pass protect either. They need to have good feet. We don't need this guy to run a 4.4 40-yard dash. We need this guy to have good, quick feet, be somewhat agile, follow and lead up. That's all he has to do. And again, practice time will help this. You have to practice pulling, no matter what. If you're going to put it into your offense, you have to devote practice time to it. If you're the person that still doesn't believe, oh, my tackle can't move, my tackle can't do it, you can run the counter tray without the tackle going. Now, in order to run it without the tackle going, you'll offset the fullback here, and now you'll replace responsibilities. The backside tackle will now gap hinge, and the offset fullback will now take the tackle spot. Guard will go and trap, and now he'll lead. So you can run it with your tackle pulling, or you can run it with an offset fullback. The only negative about this is now it gives away where you're going to be running the ball to, because the fullback's no longer going away from the play, he's going to the play. So again, in review, the counter tray play, your fullback is going to end up replacing, your tackle is going to follow and lead, everybody on the play side has gap down backer, and again, the reason why I really think that this is the best counter play out of the I formation is it gives a false influence with the fullback, and if you're running a lot of power, the scheme on the play side is no different. The O-line doesn't have to remember as many things. The play side knows, gap down backer, same thing with power O, down, down, down. Center, PPGH, protect, pull, and guard hold, same thing. The only thing that they have to do now is the guard needs to know he's trapping instead of leading up. Now the tackle's going. Devote practice time to it, pull your linemen, get them on the move, and another thing is, these guys get very excited about this play. You want your offensive linemen to be excited about a play. When the tackle hears he's pulling, when the guard hears he's kicking out, they get excited. They're happy about it. You know, they get that really weird, strange smile on their face. It might be a little sadistic, but it's good. Okay? So again, counter tray, great scheme. Devote some practice time to it, but it could be a killer.